Hi guys. So this week I'm preparing for the International Gem and Jewelry Show. I have a week and a half left at this point, and I've been just going through my inventory trying to, figure out what I need and what I need to make, like filling my ring trays, getting my stock up there, bracelets, necklaces, and I've been busy doing that. And it's next weekend, December 9th, 10th, and 11th in Rosemont. So I've been looking around, I got these loose eyes here and I want to get them wrapped for the show. So I've got 5 big ones here. So I have this eye that's available on Etsy. It's a 50 millimeter. I have it wrapped in this figure 8 bezel. So I'm gonna wrap these in the same style. So this video will probably be like half tutorial, half vlog. I haven't tried that before, so I'll give that a whirl. First I want to wrap these eyes. It's going to take a while with the weaving, so if you want to follow along, that's great. I already wrapped one bezel using 20 gauge vintage bronze, about 10 inches. The circumference of these 50 millimeters are 6 inches, so I did 6 inches of weaving here. I think I'm going to use that for the green one. And so I'm going to use 20 gauge. I'm using titanium wire. So I'm going to cut off 2 10-inch pieces. So I'm pulling it out with my nylon jaws, because for this bezel, your wires need to be really straight. Those little kinks are really noticeable. Alright, so 2 10-inch lengths. And to keep my bezel at the size I want it, and to keep it consistent, I'm going to use a spacer bead. Throw it on one of my wires here. Since this is 10 inches, I'm going to start my weaving about 2 inches in. And this weave is really easy to adjust once you're done if you're off center. Use this wooden clamp to help me clamp it. Try to get them as straight and parallel as you can before you clamp it. Alright. And for my weaving, I'm using 28 gauge. I'm hoping I have enough. We'll find out. Start my weave on the bottom wire. I'm going to go 5 times around. And bring it across. Since it's going above this wire, I'm going to bring it below and underneath the top wire. Have my bead there for spacing. And then bring it around once. And I'll bring it around once and then I count 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, the 5th one, I bring it down and across to the other side. Have my spacer bead there, go around once, secure it, and then go around 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one comes across. Smoosh it down as you go, but you can use your nail. I like using guitar picks too, but I can't, kind of stuck here, so I can't find it. Anyway, just keep going with that pattern. Lock it down once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and from here on out, it's just tedious and time consuming. It's actually fun. You can do this while watching TV. As long as you can keep track of your numbers. Alright, so I have 3 out of the 5 weaves done, and that is because I still have them attached to the spools. Because I want to weave bail. I have 5 total, so I'm going to do a couple and then maybe weave again. We'll see what happens. And what we want to do, we want to start shaping it around our eye here. I want to compress my weave on one side. Bend my wires, compress them on the other side, bend my wires up. Alright, I kind of need this wire on the top. Alright. Okay, so we're going to be working with the front wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them together nice and snug. Actually, before that, let me fill the gap. Start weaving your bail wires together nice and snug. Kind of get the shape you want and determine how long you want it. So I want it to flare out in a V, and I want it to stop right there. So we're going to weave that with the same weave we've been doing. Alright, so now I'm just going to be weaving straight. I want this part and that part equal lengths. Bezel making pliers. Let's kind of bring these guys forward. Cinch that weave up. I'm gonna go ahead and wind these guys together with this little bit of wire I have left over on this side. It's not much, but I'll use it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and bend them to the side and turn them inward. Like that. Let's get our eye in. Let's bring these down and swirl them. Need some round nose pliers for that. Just be careful if you got coated wire like I do, because you can't buff them out. The bare copper I can, with these, the silver, the bronze I can't. And then these guys, I'm just going to swirl this way. I think I'm going to cut this finely. Kind of molding and shaping the bezel around my eye here. And then to tie these down, you pretty much just sew them on. Take that out. Pretty much like you're sewing on a patch. Three times around the swirl, 3 times around the frame on either side. it's all said and done, I might have to put a little bit of epoxy in it somewhere. Looks like I did a little of that here. Can't really tell, it's on the side, but I'm gonna do the others first. Gotta get a move on. Hey guys, future Melissa here. While editing this video, didn't look like I was really clear on how I did the top and the swirls. So I'll just recap right now. When I did my bezel, you want to end your weave on the side you want to make your bail on. You weave your wires, you stop it on the top so to speak, and then you tie them together and you weave your bail. And when you end your weave, you're going to cinch up your bail weave nice and tight, and you're going to bend the ends of your wires outward to the side. And then what I do is I swirl them. And the back wires, when you end your weave, you'll have a tail wire from when you began your weave, and I wrap that around the back wires. I don't know if you can see them. I kind of cinch them together and I fold them to the front. You can see here they're both bending forward this way, and I bring the wire around and I swirl it this way. So this back wire comes up, I cinch it to the other side, I bring it up and around and swirl it. I don't think I was really clear when I was making them, so I figured I'd go over it again. I hope that clears up any confusion. These are what I've been working on this week. I finished these up. I did end up throwing some epoxy on the bezel because they're so smooth and round, they were shifting, so I kind of glued them down. So I got those 5 done. I got these 5 done. Made some other things too. Got some pumpkins done. Peter site. I'm working on making some seed bead necklaces for things. But before I bring them to the gem show, I gotta take these guys pictures for the YouTubes for my thumbnails. Just have a piece of black paper in there. I gotta turn off the overhead light. And Alright, that's it. That's all my stuff that I bring to the gem show. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's since my mom and I do this together. She has the other half of the supplies we need, including the cases and the table coverings and various other things we might need. Food. Unfortunately, right after I started filming this video, I came down with that nasty virus, so that took me down. I'm all better now, but I'm really tired. I'm kind of dreading the next 3 days. It's gonna be exhausting. I was gonna try to film while I was there, but I'll film a little segment. Every year, Rosemont really decorates nicely for Christmas, so I'll take a little footage for that too. I'm gonna go pack up my car and get going. this room is where I sit and do my video editing because it's nice and relaxing. Alright, so I jumped over to the voice over because I didn't realize how loud the pumps were. But anyways, this is my 30 gallon. This is my 10 gallon. And it's got pothos coming out the top of it like crazy. You can see how it drapes over the windows. It's just growing like crazy. And now I'm going to pan over to my other rack here. This is my shrimp tank, cherry shrimp, and I also grow out some baby fish in there. And that's Larry. He's my axolotl. He's going to wave hi to y'all. He likes to hang out by the bubbles. This is a terrarium I started, but there's nothing living in it now. Waiting for the plants to grow out. This is my 75-gallon paludarium, and I call it my dragon tank. There's 3 dragons in there. A water dragon, this dragon here, and then there's a water dragon over to the right here. It's one of my favorite tanks. Alright, so back to work. So guys, check this out. I love this new update with the iPad. You can do this with your phone too. You can grab the image without the background, and I'm going to come in Procreate. I'm going to add that image. And now I don't have to edit them like I used to in the past. So I'm going to work on my thumbnail now. This is for YouTube. I also work on my Pinterest pen at the same time. Mess with the font a little bit. Come on, man. So we're nearing the end of the video. Let me know what you thought of the vlog process. Of course, I'm still learning, but let me know. If you like seeing a little glimpse behind the scenes, I can do that for future videos. But I wanted to tell you, I survived the gem show. It was really exhausting. Taken me like a week to recover. Of course, that whole illness thing has me like a week behind. We did pretty good at the gem show, but the new eyes I finished, none of them sold, so that's kind of a bummer. I gave them all their own little necklaces, but that's alright, I'll get to admire them for a little bit longer. But anyway, that's all I have for you this week. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. I don't know, was it boring? I'm really not sure what you guys think, so be sure to let me know. And if you like my content, make sure you subscribe, because I do my best to get a video out every week. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when my video comes out. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.